Hi everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In this video I'd like to look at how the USE minis unfolded yesterday. That was Wednesday, June the 8th. So I'd like to go through these and have a little look. As you can see, we had some automatic sell setups here on the Russell Index. If I go to the ES, we also had them the same there as well. NQ and also on the YM. So the question we were addressing in our webinar, our customer only training webinar yesterday, was which one do you choose? Well, normally I suggest when you get signals at the same time you choose whichever market has the highest volume, and you only take one of them, obviously, so you don't double up on your risk. But in this case we had, if I look at the 15-minute chart and I put a DP on from here, the low of the day yesterday on the YM was here, and the market was rallying off 15-minute support. So when the sell setup came in on the 3-minute chart, it was against this 15-minute support. We also had, if I go to the ES, we had a similar position on the ES as well, where we had some DP support down here. So basically the ES and the YM were what we call strong. In other words, they were looking to go towards the upside. The big difference, or the one that was stood out, was the NQ, because here if I put the DP on from exactly the same point, you can see that this was the area of DP support, but the NQ had gone through this, and that signified weakness. Then when the market, in this case the NQ, rallied back up, it rallied back up to this DP support as now resistance, and this is where our sell setup was on our 3-minute chart. So in this particular situation we had the NQ as being weak, therefore it was the ideal market to look to take the short trade on. So that's why when these setups unfolded in the trading room we suggested that you do not take the ES or the YM shorts, because those markets were looking potentially strong. The one to take was the NQ, because on the 15-minute chart it was already through its support zone, its large degree support zone, therefore was looking weak. So if we now skip over to the NQ chart, you can see that we had a TS setup sell here. If I put the analysis on, it was a TS3 sell here that was actually just stopped out to the tick, and sometimes that's very frustrating, but that did actually mean it was a -1R loss. So we have to note that down, a -1R loss. However, we then almost immediately got another sell set up, and as you can see the market entered this and then went down right to the first target. If we come down where the market hit the first target, the STF was what we call weak, i.e. not beyond the strength band. She would look to come out at that profit target, and as you can see here that would have netted a very nice plus 6.7R profit. And just as an aside note, notice how that actually caught the very low of the day. The high of the day was actually just here, just after the open, but can you see how this TS3 sell was only a few ticks below the high of the day? So looking back on this, you had a sell setup that pretty much got you in at almost the high of the day, and you had the profit target getting you out at almost the low of the day. So that's pretty much the best any day trader could actually want. But the main point is that even though there was a -1R loss, the second trade down here then unfolded beautifully for a plus 6.7R profit. And that's the key, having profits that are much larger than losses, and that's the key to successful trading. For advanced traders, we also had another trade set up here, which actually would have given you another opportunity to perhaps pyramid a short position going down either into that first target, or you could have looked to take it a little bit further because you knew that the support on the first trade setup was around these levels, so perhaps you could look to pyramided another profitable trade there. And then also at this point here, which is actually a double top with this, if we go to the 5-minute chart, there's the 5-minute chart. Can you see how at the same point, and again would be looking to run the trade down into the profit target of the the first trade set up, we had another second opportunity to pyramid short positions as well. So for advanced traders, not only would you've had a good profit from the first short trade, there were a couple of opportunities to pyramid, in other words add positions to your already existing profitable trade, but that's more for the advanced traders among you. But just to summarize for the standard traders among you, the reason we chose the NQ was because it was weak, i.e. it was below our 15-minute support zone. Therefore we concluded that that was the market to take any short trades on rather than the ES or the YM. Then if we go to the chart, and I put the analysis on this first one here, we had a -1 hour loss. Then the second trade setup came in from pretty much the high of the day down into pretty much the low of the day for a lovely plus 6.7 hour profit. So overall a very good day for MTPredictor users and the MTPredictor software, where we could not only determine which was the best of the 4E minis to trade, but also had a brilliant short trade from the high of the day pretty much into the low of the day pretty much on the 3-minute NQ. So a great day overall for MTPredictor.